See, no one can tell you how to manifest. No one can tell you how reality creation actually works. It's like there's no actually. There's no how it actually works, because that would mean if somebody can tell you how reality creation actually works, that would make them source of your reality, not you. Why? Because I'm going to give you an example. So before we even had mirrors or reflections from water or whatnot, how would you know what your face looks like? You don't. You don't know what your face looks like unless you have a mirror, a reflection of the water, or a camera, or something like that. So what happens? You become used to looking for people to tell you, what do I look like? Do I look good? Do I have food in my teeth? Do I have a booger in my nose? Like, unless you have a mirror, you'll rely on someone or something to show you or tell you how you look, right? So without someone telling you how you look, or if you have a booger in your eye, or whatever, a little eyelash on your cheek, that kind of thing, right? You rely on a mirror, on a glass reflection, or something like that. You rely on something to reflect back to you. A mirror, a camera, those kind of things. You rely on something to reflect back to you. So, but what happens if you don't have the reflection? What happens if you don't have the reflection of a person or an object or something like that? So you rely on a reflection to show you what you look like, right? So it's the same thing. So when you rely on something, oh, that's what I look like. Oh, now I see it. But guess what? How do you know that that's actually what you look like? How do you know that that mirror or that camera or that person telling you what you look like, how do you know that that is accurate? Oh, I know. You assume that it is. You assume that what the mirror or the reflection is showing you is true, is accurate. So then you keep going back to that person or that mirror or that reflection to get the validation that it is true, that is what you look like, okay? But you are source, so you're the only one that can decide if what you're looking at is actually true. No matter how many people tell you, no, you actually do have black hair. No, you do have a booger in your nose. No, you do. You can believe them, but it doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it actual factual, because there's no actual or factual. The only thing that's actual or factual is the power that you are, your source, right? Or like people love to make up stuff like the observer effect, or all of these ideas that we're not going to get into. But there's so many ideas that people love to use to try to describe reality creation and try to describe who you are. But we can try to describe, we can create reflections, we can create the idea of a camera or a mirror or water puddles or someone telling you that those are just more concepts, more ideas. None of those are actual and factual, because the only thing that's actual and factual is your pure potential. It's just like your power, like electricity. It's nothing. It literally is nothing. You are, in my last video on YouTube, that's what I talk about, is like, you are nothing every moment, meaning nothing is pure potential, pure power to become anything. And how do you become anything is by assuming it, choosing it, believing it, whatever. So whatever you assume and believe that you're going to see in the mirror every day is what you're going to see in the mirror every day. If you believe that someone's telling you this is how you create, this is reality, this is how reality creation actually works, then yeah, you're just going to believe their assumptions, their beliefs. Because just because I or someone else tells you this is how it is, And if you don't explain it the way that I do, then you're wrong. That's just their assumptions. That's just their beliefs. You're just adopting and believing someone else's assumptions and beliefs, which is why I'm always saying, you are the power, you are source. There's nothing that can come before you. Nothing comes before you, nothing comes behind you. There's nothing other than you. You are the source. You are literally nothing. Nothing. You have no beliefs, no assumptions, no thought, no feeling. You have no name, you are nothing. You are literally nothing in every moment with the pure potential to become anything that you want. You don't need me. You don't need any coach telling you this is how reality creation works. You are reality. You are that pure potential that gets to decide whatever the hell you want. That's the purest form of awareness, of consciousness. That's what you are. You are pure power, pure potential, and you have the ability to be and think and see yourself and others and reality creation and see all of it as however the hell you want. I can't tell you how to manifest. I can only give you suggestions. I can share with you what works for me. I can share what works for clients. But just because I share those things does not make it the actual factual truth. That can only be you, period.